Hello there, this is DBT and these are the rooms. And alright, let's continue talking about Asphalt Legends Unite. And today, as you can see on the title and on the thumbnail, today we're going to be talking about the breaking news that the Club Clash game mode is being removed from the game. That's right, it is official, Gameloft has announced it, and today we're gonna have a look at what they had to say about it, the reasoning behind it, and I'll also give you my thoughts regarding this topic. But before I jump into it, if you enjoy my content, please hit the like button on this video and subscribe to the channel, because doing this helps the channel to continue to be discovered, and in that way I can continue bringing you more Alu content right here. So go ahead, like and subscribe, and if you would like to support me directly, please consider joining the Room membership for access to exclusive videos and some other perks, so go ahead, check it out over there by the join button. But alright, so let's talk about Club Clash. And sorry, I'm gonna be mispronouncing this often because it's difficult for me to say Club Clash a bunch of times, so there you go. Gameloft announced this on Discord earlier today, I don't know, like 10 hours ago or something, and this is what they had to say about it. And it reads, Club Clash coming to an end. The mode will be leaving our game next update. The most recent Club Clash issue, which we have thankfully resolved now, has compelled the team to take a serious look at the Clash mode and discuss the future. Over the years since the release, the mode has unfortunately become more problematic as time has moved on and has also become increasingly difficult to work on to resolve any issues, as tends to happen with older base code. What they're saying with this is that Club Clash is a game mode coming from the Asphalt 9 times. Now that it's an Asphalt Legends Unite that has been reworked, now it's getting harder to keep it updated, and they actually mentioned that a little bit later. Accompanied by the Clash waning appeal amongst our community, and given the amount of work we need to dedicate to the mode to bring it back to standards, the team has decided to move on and dedicate our efforts instead to our upcoming new game modes to offer an alternative. This effectively means that we will no longer be running the Club Clash as a recurrent event. For the upcoming update, the Clash Store will remain available to allow enough time for players to be able to use the remaining Club Clash tokens reserved to claim rewards. Any remaining Club Clash tokens will be automatically converted into credits once this period ends. So that is part one. I'll read the rest of the message because it's a bit longer than this. But right there is what I was saying, that what they're basically mentioning over here is the fact that it's getting harder to keep the mode updated. You know that since Alu release, they said, yeah, the Club Clash needs some work, we'll do that over time, and they reactivated the Clash, but you can still see that it uses the old graphics and whatnot. So this does really show that they have not been able to really keep it basically updated. Now let's read the second part of the message, and it says, the team will also be ensuring that the Club Clash cards are also made available elsewhere in the game to allow you to continue their progression. In the meantime, we at least hope that removing the time commitment required by our legends in Clash will give them more chance to enjoy playing the new Gauntlet mode, where we will be including the Devel 16 as the ultimate reward, as we continue to work on new activities to enjoy alongside your club members, like the club events feature we're already planning for Q4. It hasn't been an easy decision to make, and we're confident that this can allow us to bring you more exciting features in the future. Jesus, the wording. We wanted to thank you all for your passion and dedication to the Club Clash these past years, and we hope that you can understand our decision. So yeah, that's basically what they had to say about it. And man, it is a bit of a situation, because I believe that the player base when it comes to this game mode are somewhat split. And what I mean by that is that from even my own experience, some people really care about the Club Clash. Some people, like myself, just don't. I'm sorry, it is the truth. I never really cared for Club Clash. However, right now, I'm actually on my Nintendo Switch version of the game, because over here, I do play the Clash, and we might as well go for it. One thing that I want to mention about this is, they mentioned the waning interest on the mode. What they mean by that is that people are less and less interested on this game mode. However, I'm gonna say that Gameloft did end up doing this to themselves. Why? Because the Club Clash, it's so difficult to reach. Where is it? It's not in career, it's not in Unite Pass, and daily events, special events, multiplayer. It's nowhere to be found. Where do you have to go? Well, you have to go into, where is it? I think you need to go here, and then you have to go to clubs, and then from clubs, then over there, all the way over there at the end, you get to the Clash, and then you finally can enter Clash, and there you are. It's a very, very hidden thing. Now, where could they have put this? Very easily, they could have put it in the multiplayer tab. Why? Because while this is not real-time multiplayer, meaning you're not playing with someone at the same time, it is still multiplayer. It's what is called asynchronous multiplayer, meaning that two people are playing against each other, just not at the same time. That's what this is. So it could have easily fit over there, but for some reason they wanted to hide it all the way over here, and yeah, here we are. Now, oh man, like I said, I'm very conflicted about this whole thing because I personally just don't care for this game mode. But like I said, I've seen a lot of people who do enjoy it quite a bit for the competition. But you know what I do care about it? The rewards. If you've never played this game mode, maybe you don't know too much about this. If you've played it, you don't need me to tell you this, but I'm still gonna mention it just in case. The Club Clash or Clash Store, this thing, right? Where you can actually buy some blueprints for some rare-ish and very rare cars. Now, the cars featured here have been the Volkswagen Electric R Class D, the Ferrari F40 Class C, the Polo N, the Porsche 918 Spider, the McLaren 650S GT3, the Koenigsegg Jesko, and the Agera RS. Now, from here, the rare cars are gonna be the Electric R, the McLaren 650 GT3, and obviously the two Koenigsegg's. So these are the cars that are really the most worth over here. In fact, it's so worth that all of this time, as much as I keep on saying that I don't care much for the Clash, over here in my Nintendo Switch account, I am part of the Street Rampage Club. Jesus, airplane. And in this club, it is mandatory for everybody to participate in the Clash, so that's why I've been doing over here. And thanks to that, and the fact that I've been doing it for quite a while, and that my teammates are really good, much better players than I am myself, we have been able to make some progress. And thanks to that, like I just mentioned, I've been able to get some of these rare cars. For example, the Koenigsegg Agera RS, I was able to unlock it and start up quite a bit through the Clash rewards, and that was fantastic. I did spend some tokens eventually in some event where I could get blueprints for it, but still, I made a ton of progress on this, and currently, I had been working on my Koenigsegg Jesko, which for a long time I had at 4 stars, but once I finished the Agera, I started buying blueprints for the Jesko, and here we are. Now, you can see this, I'm still quite far from getting to the 6 star, but hey. And the other one that I've been slowly working on has been the 650S GT3, like I said, also a rare car. So these are cars that I've been wanting to get and whatnot. Anytime that we get currency from the Clash, then I go ahead and spend it. Now, as I mentioned in the patch notes, no, excuse me, not patch notes, in that announcement related to the removal of this game mode, they are gonna keep the Clash store open, which is to say that even though the update will remove the actual game mode, or at least it won't be accessible, you still have access to this so that you can spend any amount of currency that you still have left. And obviously, as I always mention, whenever it comes to buying blueprints anywhere here in the game, buy directly, every time that you buy a blueprint, it's gonna become more expensive. So, for example, just for to show, Jesus, 190, that's quite expensive, isn't it? Would I just do better by buying blueprints for this? 250. I think this is slightly more worth. But anyway, so this is 250, right? But look at that. I buy one and it becomes more expensive. So if I could continue buying them, each one of them will become more and more expensive. So, and besides, obviously, I'm limited to only being able to buy 5. So thanks to the fact that the store, or yeah, the Clash shop will remain here for the next update still, you can still wait what is it, like every 5 days or 7 days? I don't know when. This refreshes and you get the stock again and you can buy them relatively cheap. So that's what I'm gonna be buying. I recommend you to do the same, because if you buy everything right at this moment, it's gonna be very expensive. So I'll say just try to buy them smartly for whatever it is that you want to buy. In fact, why don't you tell me in the comments what you guys think I should focus on? Should I focus in getting more blueprints for the Jesko or the 650S GT3? And I know that sounds dumb, because obviously you probably are gonna tell me, Jesko DBT, what are you talking about? But to be fair, I'm much more comfortable driving Class A cars than I do with these high Class S ones. But hey, I'll wait and listen to what you guys can suggest to me. But yeah, like I said, it's a bit of a thing. I don't particularly enjoy the game mode, but we should play a little bit as a goodbye to it. We are in the attack phase. You can see that our team is doing pretty good, so I feel okay by doing some races even if I'm gonna lose. So here's the thing, and this is to my teammates. If I ever made you believe that I'm a decent player, I'm sorry, I misled you, because I am definitely not a good player, but hey, here we are. So yeah, no, let's try a little bit. I'm just gonna go for whichever okay. Actually, is this one defended? Nah, let's just go for it. Let's do, like I said, let's do some races. Oh, can I bring a different car? Class A. Ooh, this requires an agile car. I don't know about that. How about this? Chiron. You know what? I'm gonna commit to this. Whatever. This is precisely why. Yeah, sure. This is precisely why I don't. Oh, it's a free try of this car. Oh, that's fantastic. Okay, I was wondering if I had something else to race there. I've said it a million times, right? I'm not a great player at this game. I'm not. I'm very mid. Maybe average, slightly above average, but ever so slightly. So I'm not a great player. This game mode, I believe, is more geared precisely towards players who are very good, who can really do amazing. Whoa, what's going on? My game froze. There we go. Jesus. Players who can do amazing lap times and whatnot, they are the ones who probably can enjoy this quite a bit in the competitive sense. I don't. Like I said, I'm a very mid player. I can defend myself from time to time, but overall, I'm nothing amazing. Am I gonna lose my very first race? Well, possibly. Why is the game so laggy? Jesus Christ, what's going on? Normally isn't this laggy. All right, shut up, DBT. Focus. Try to get a W here. Do it for your team, DBT. Oh, Jesus. Ah, Jesus. Much wider than I was expecting, but... that was horrible. All right, that was an absolutely garbage race, and I feel ashamed. I'm sorry. I did say it, but I'm not a great player, right? I'm not. So that's why this mode was never interesting to me. In the competitive sense, it's just not my thing. But you know what? I'm going to try again, and I'm actually going to try to focus and try to do something decent for my team. And this is what adds a little bit of a question in my head, and I want to ask you guys, do you enjoy this game mode? I'm going to pause there because I do want to make this question proper. Do you enjoy it? And notice that I'm saying enjoy it, not play it, because I play it, but I don't enjoy it. And you might play it as well. And I'm curious, do you actually enjoy it, or do you play it just because the rewards are good? I'm really curious about that. So let me know in the comments what you think. Are you going to be missing this game mode for the gameplay? Not the rewards, the gameplay specifically. That's where my question lies. And I'm shutting up over here a little bit to try to do something half decent. You see what I'm saying? When I shut up, I can play a little better. A little bit. Only a little bit. But there we go. Got the W. I don't know what to tell you, people. Like I said, I don't enjoy it very much. In fact, that is why in my actual club, in my global account, I do have the House of Room Club. And that one, I never do Clash. We never do it. Oh, no. Nobody defended that one. Cool. We never played it. People will, DBT, why don't you sign us up for the club Clash? Because I don't enjoy it. I never wanted to do it. I never really wanted to focus on it. Okay, so what were the requirements here? No particular requirements, right? No? Just a Lambo? Okay, I can do that. Because there's one brand that I do have cars for, and that is Lambo. All right, can I do it with a CN? Probably. It is faster. It has pretty good nitro. Yeah, let's give it a shot. So I'm personally not that bothered by it, but I understand that is a very DBT, me-only opinion there. So, I don't know. It's, we'll see what happens. They did say, they mentioned there, hold on. I should bid drifting it, probably. They did mention that they are planning to make the cars of this game mode, you know, the reward cars, available in some other way eventually, so that would be kind of dope. Now the question is how, because hey, I would like to eventually take my Jesko to 6 stars, continue starting up my 650S. Like I said, the Agera RS, fortunately, I was able to max start it through the Clash and through whatever special event was there for it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to still being able to get those cars, though I do imagine that it's not gonna be. Probably they're just gonna do that, like in a special event or something, or some whatever. I saw some people being like, "Oh my God, let's hope that they put the Jesko in a special hunt." They're never gonna do that. That's not gonna happen. But whatever they do, I hope that it's relatively accessible for people. And if not, I'm just gonna have to spend tokens whenever I see it back, because I would like to take it to the 6 star. Because hey, why not? But yeah, overall, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you about this whole thing. It is a bit shocking to me because as much as I personally don't enjoy this game mode very much, I can see why people do. And it does seem surprising to me that Game Love just decided to throw the towel and they're like, nah, let's not. All right, now I have to route. What is it gonna be? Okay. And what is that? Ooh, I don't like very much that track. Midwest is not my track. I mean, neither is this, but hey. Maserati with a rank of 2500. Ooh. Oh boy. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm committed to that. Maserati. Well, you know what? I mean, I would get a tiny bit. 65 points, that's not even a lot. And I'm not gonna do a Maserati. Yeah, I know. I said yes. Now I'm just gonna go with an agile car. Do I have an agile car around here? I could bring a Pagani. I mean, if I wanted to make it fair, I would bring the Maserati, but nah, I'm in it to win it, so let's just bring the Pagani for RBC because reason. Yes. That was another bit of an aspect of this game that I thought it was interesting, precisely when you have to decide, like, hey, do I want to, follow the suggestions over there, oh, you gotta bring this brand, or do I just bring a stronger car and get the points? I get less points, but I guarantee that type of situation. And since my team is already winning, well, let's just go for this. But yeah, like I said, I do see why people enjoy this game mode, and I don't know. If I may be completely honest with you, I do understand what GameLoft is saying, that the game mode has become problematic, but it does seem to me that they're just not super interested in keeping it going. And like I said, and they mentioned it themselves, right, that people are losing interest on this game mode. And like I mentioned earlier, well, it makes sense because the game mode is super hidden now. Honestly, and this is something that has happened a couple of times here with in this club with my teammates, where I'm like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, I didn't even do my defense because I never remembered that mode exists, because it's so hidden, so deep into menus that so it doesn't really surprise me that people have forgotten about. Ooh, Jesus. Oh, it's a free try. Okay, oof. I'm like, how am I gonna compete against a 6-star Lavoachun? Okay, because it's a free. Fair enough. Let's give it a shot. So yeah, I can see why people also forgot about it, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not particularly heartbroken. I just really, really hope that they do commit to making those cars available in some other recurrent way, because that was the beauty for me, and I think for a lot of us in this game mode, being able to get some rare cars. Like I mentioned, I mean, hold on, I'm gonna try to shut up here because I would like to do decent. I've never known how to do this version of the track. I know that people like going on the inside there, but I like the outside more because I get a couple of jumps, though they're super dangerous and I can bounce weird, kind of like that. But then you have some crazy straights just like this. I don't know, I kind of like it. That was the beauty, right? Getting some of these rare cars. Again, the Jesco. The Jesco was honestly kind of a tough situation, and that is gonna... Oh, crap. I forgot the jump. Oh, man. I went for a jump that is not on this side, and it's the one that I always forget. Damn it, I'm fine. It's really... This is the part where I do see how people are gonna be insanely upset about this. Even if the Clash store remains to spend your remaining Clash tokens or whatever they're called, for people that were saving them to buy the Jesco key, then this suddenly just became the worst news ever. Imagine, because the key was expensive. I don't remember how much, but it's very expensive. So you need to save for quite a long time. And let's say that you were saving it and you were like 80% into saving to get the key, and you're like, oh, a few more seasons of Club Clash and I'll get my Jesco. Well, terrible news for them. That's over. And it doesn't matter, like I said, that is the store is going to remain there if they can no longer get more Clash currency. So I don't know. I can see how that is incredibly annoying for people. Hold on, I want to see what's in there. No, I'm gonna go for this one. Yeah, sure. Oh, I can bring the same car, actually, come to think about it. Class... Okay, the requirement is just bringing a Class A. What? No, this is Class S. Genti, a Kyloni. Should I bring my... No, but this is not very fast, and the car that he brought, it is pretty fast. No, I'm gonna bring the same one. If I had this thing upgraded more, I would bring the Citroën GT by Citroën, because... Oh, wait a second. I almost have it a gold, really? Oh, no, that's a lot of That's like 2 million that I have to spend. So I'll just keep it like that. That nitro won't make much of a difference. Never noticed that little warning zone 6. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm just rambling at this point. But I mean, that's what I do in these videos, right? But you get the idea. So, oh man. Maybe what they could do, and I don't know, why don't you tell me if this is a good or a bad idea? For those people that were trying to save the currency to buy the Jesco key, would you guys be receptive to them selling for money currency? I know that sounds dumb, but just so that you could buy a bit, whatever currency you're missing in order to get the key, right? And it would be in some way a win-win. The people who were saving the currency will still have some way of getting the key instead of being completely obliterated by this as it stands now. And Gameloft could make a bit more money because, of course, that's what they're after. So, and it makes sense, of course. So, I don't know, maybe that could work a little bit because I really, and I know, I keep on saying that I don't care too much for the game mode and whatnot, but I can absolutely 100% understand how heartbroken people saving for the Jesco key must be feeling right now. It's like, really? I've been saving for months, maybe years, playing this thing in order to get that key, and now that I'm this close to getting it, now they're removing it, I can no longer get any more of the currency and it's over. All that I've been saving for and working for and all of that stuff, it's gone. So yeah, I don't know. Why don't you tell me in the comments if that would work for you? If they were to be like, okay, we're gonna sell packs of 1,000 of that currency for this much money, and you can buy as many as you need in order to get enough to get the car. Would you be receptive to that? Ooh, okay, so very last race here on my street. Oh my god, no, not that. Oh, you know what? Nah, I don't. If I can bring any Lambo, oh, I can actually bring even Lambos from higher classes. Wait. Ooh, I can bring my Temerari, or I can bring the... You know what? I'm gonna bring the Invencible. Because people used to say that this car could not compete against the Huracan. But I'm gonna prove the opposite. And before I lose the race. But hey, we have some prize, so might as well. Yeah, that's the only way that I can think it would somehow help maybe buy for tokens. What if you could buy the currency also for tokens, whether for money or for tokens? Just so that you could buy enough to get the key that you wanted. Would you be open to that? I think for tokens would be the best way, right? Rather than for money. Yeah, I think that would be the way to go. So, as you know, I'm not a content creator for this game, but I would love to put this idea forward to Gameloft and be like, hey, Gameloft, listen, you're really, what's the word? I don't want to use a bad word over here. You're really inconveniencing massively all of those plays that we're saving for it. So why don't you make the currency available for tokens so that people can buy some more of it, just enough so they can buy their key, and that way they don't get completely, oh god, completely inconvenienced with this decision that you guys made. I don't know. I think I would love to put that idea forward. Maybe I'll try to post it in their official Discord, but either way, yeah, that's I mean, I did beat the Huracan, so that makes me happy. In a way, that's a good send-off, you know? My very last club clash or clash club or whatever race for the history of this game mode, it's again against the Lambo that I don't like, and I beat it with a Lambo that I do like. So that is a good send-off, I think. But yeah, so long, club clash. I mean, to be fair, I don't know if there's gonna still be another round, but I really don't think so. The season is gonna end in, oh yeah, this season ends in one day. No, that's it. That's it. This was probably the very last race that I'll ever do in Clash, and at least it was with a Lambo, so hey, and I beat a Huracan, so it makes me happy. Once again, let me know what you think in the comments about this whole thing. Once again, let me know if you played this because you enjoyed it, or if you played it because of the rewards, because that's a very interesting thing to me. But alright, sorry that this was a longer video, but I thought it was worth to, you know, play a little bit through it and talk about the whole thing. Yeah. Like, subscribe, please consider joining the membership for exclusive videos without censorship and with face cam, so hey, why not? But alright, that's all for now. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye, and bye-bye, the Club Clash.